This video will show you how to propose a new MTP project by using KIPDA's EPIF application. To start, the EPIF application can be found by navigating to the Transportation Planning portal through KIPDA's website. Click on Transportation in the menu and look for Transportation Planning Portal near the bottom. In the portal, click on Forms, and the link to the EPIF application is the first one on the left. Click to open. Click the second option, Propose New MTP Project, to get started. I also want to point out that the form has a Save and Resume feature. Click on this to get a direct link back to the form, saved with the information that you have input. The link is good for 30 days and you can email it to yourself so you don't forget what it is. Back in the form, click Next to continue. On this screen, you will fill in the basic information about the project. The project description should answer the what question. What type of work, location, with mile points or intersecting roads, and major components are anticipated to be included with the project. Sufficient details should be provided to model for air quality, provide cost estimates, and other analyses as needed. The purpose and need statement should answer why the project is needed to address issues in the region. References to data, studies, and land use changes are helpful. KIPDA's Online Resource Center hosts data that could be used to answer this question. You will see in this example, the project clearly states the location, the anticipated improvement, and other amenities such as pedestrian bump outs that are anticipated to be included. The purpose and need statement also lists the need as indicated in KIPDA's congestion analysis and some information known by the agency about sightline issues and pedestrian safety that needs to be addressed by this project as well. Next, select the project type that should be the primary component of the project. In this example, we have an intersection improvement that also includes a pedestrian facility. However, the main component of the project is to improve the flow of traffic on the roadway through the intersection. So in this case, the project would be a roadway project. Next, select the county or counties if more than one. Enter the location and the project length in miles. Next, we will indicate if the project is a new roadway facility or if the number of travel lanes is changing. If you were to select yes for this, you would be asked to indicate the number of existing bidirectional travel lanes and the number of proposed bidirectional travel lanes. For this intersection improvement, we would be selecting no. We're also asked if the project is adding a turn lane. It is, as indicated in the description. It's a turning bay. If the project has already received a state ID or designation number, please enter it in the next box. You will also need to have the total estimated project cost in year of expenditure dollars and the expected year of completion or open to public for the project. Finally, fill in your agency, the contact name, contact phone number, and contact email. This may or may not be the person who is submitting the form, so please list whoever would be most likely to be contacted in case there is an issue with the project going forward. Click Next to continue. The next section focuses on the potential impact of the project on performance targets outlined in KIPDA's Performance Management Plan. You will use the Project Application Assistant to draw your project and overlay data to answer questions. There are instructions in the form, and we will go over it now in this tutorial. You'll see the link at the top of this section to the Project Application Assistant. To draw your project, you will click on the yellow icon on the far right. There are options in the bottom left-hand corner for point, line, or polygon features. Most projects will use a line. You could also use a point for an intersection, or a polygon if you're representing an interchange or a larger corridor area. I'm going to represent our test project with a line and pick somewhat random location in the city of Louisville. To start drawing, click on the map, trace the street layer, and double-click to finish. Going back to the form, it asks to upload a screenshot of the project drawn in the Project Application Assistant. If your project consists of several discontinuous areas, you may upload your own map of the project or combine several screenshots into one document and upload that. Back in the Project Application tool, I'll take a screenshot of this project. For the screenshot, I want to capture as much of the surrounding area to give an idea of where the project is located for KIPDA staff to map in their system. I've saved the screenshot as test project, and in the form, click Choose File, navigate to where you've saved the screenshot, and then click Upload. And you should see that it is successfully uploaded when you see the file name here. Now, to answer the following questions, I highly recommend using split screen just so you're able to see the Project Application Assistant and the form at the same time. The form will give you very specific instructions of how to adjust the buffer, which is available here toward the bottom of the Project Application Assistant screen. It'll ask you to adjust the buffer based on the data layers and how far away we anticipate the impact of some of these projects to have on the specific data sets. The data layers are found here at the bottom of the Project Application Assistant, and they're ordered sequentially by what you will find in the form. So the first question under Performance Impact Questions asks about the focus areas. You'll see down here, Focus Areas 2017. We'll click on that. It'll indicate that this project is in the Old Louisville focus area. If you zoom out, you can see the boundary of that focus area. Back in the form, you will select Old Louisville. Now the form asks us to adjust the buffer to a half mile. We'll go back to Application Assistant Controls and type in 0.5 and hit Enter. And that will give you a half mile buffer around the project. It asks about KIPDA planning networks, including the Freight Network and the CMP network. Continue clicking to the right of the data layers in the Project Application Assistant to find Freight Network. You'll see that it is within a mile of the Freight Network, but it is not on the Freight Network. Next, the CMP network. Again, it is not on the CMP network, but it is within a half mile of the CMP network. So you click that box. The form now asks to adjust the buffer to 1 mile for the following question. Again, we will click to the left to Application Assistant Controls and adjust the buffer to 1 mile. The first cluster is Community Access Cluster, and it is within. So we indicate that it is located in a Community Access Cluster. And continue to do the same for the remaining clusters. Continue using the Project Application Assistant to fill in the remaining questions, and click Next to continue. The form will now take you through a series of questions organized by topic for performance measures. Answering yes will open up several other questions for you to answer in regard to how the project might affect the performance measures in this specific topic. Some of these questions will continue to utilize the Project Application Assistant. If a project will not affect transit, for example, select No and Next to move on to the next topic. Once you have completed all of the performance impact questions, you will then be asked if the project has secured funding that needs to be added to the current TIP. Secured funding means that it is programmed, not that you would need to apply for funding, such as through the NPO dedicated funding programs. So if you have secured funding, click Yes. You will then enter the funding by phase. For example, if the project has secured right-of-way funding in the year 2021 through STBG state funds, you will select those options, enter the federal dollars, enter the other dollars, and the total dollars will sum. There are 15 project phase line items available for you to input. Once you have finished filling out the project funding that has been secured, click Next. You will then come to an email confirmation page. You are allowed to enter up to 3 emails to receive all the data that you submitted through this form. Be sure to click Submit Form to ensure that all your data is fully submitted. To submit another EPIF application, you can click this link to start over. KIPDA staff will review the proposed project and notify you of the next steps. Once the proposed changes have been processed, staff will notify you that a Dropbox file has been uploaded with the project information form. New projects will either be amended to the MTP and potentially the TIP if it has secured funding, or the project will be administratively modified into the TIP with funding if it could be classified as a group project. Staff will make this determination and be in touch with you. If you have any questions about the form, please contact me at elizabeth.fark@kipda.org. You can also ask any question relating to the MTP or TIP to David Burton or Nick Vale. Their contact information is also listed at the beginning of the form. Thank you for watching How to Submit a KIPDA EPIF Application for Proposing a New Project.